Well, U.S. President Barack Obama says the United States' combat mission in Afghanistan will end later this year, but thousands of U.S. troops will stay in the war-torn country.
Together with our allies and the Afghan government, we have agreed that this is the year we will conclude our combat mission in Afghanistan. At the beginning of 2015, we will have approximately 98,000 U.S. Let me start that over, just because I want to make sure we don't get this written wrong. At the beginning of 2015, we will have approximately 9,800 U.S. service members in different parts of the country.
Obama said the plan to keep U.S. troops in Afghanistan next year depends on the Afghan government signing a long-delayed deal called the Bilateral Security Agreement. Tension between Kabul and Washington is already high, with outgoing Afghan President Hamid Karzai throwing cold water on the agreement. However, the U.S. president noted that the two candidates who faced off in the runoff of the Afghan presidential election have already agreed to sign the deal. And in the U.S., Republican Senators John McCain and Lindsey Graham have criticized Obama's decision, calling it a monumental mistake. Let's cross over to the United States to Bozeman. Founder of WeediaWake News, Mr. Charlie McGrath. Thank you so much for being with us. Well, what exactly does that mean? On the one hand, President Obama is saying that the troops are going to be leaving. On the other hand, he says that a few, as he says, are going to remain. First of all, why does the U.S. have to continue to have troops, even more now 2 years after the fact that they say that they're going to be withdrawing at the end of this year?
Well, to maintain the instability that we've installed inside of Afghanistan, and I said that correctly. You know, unlike the president reading the teleprompter wrong, we want to maintain a destabilized Afghanistan. You know, we talk about withdrawing troops and we talk about ending combat actions. What happened in Iraq when we did the exact same thing? We ended up with the largest embassy in the history of the planet, and we're calling it the end of a combat mission or the end of the armed forces in Iraq, but we have 15,000 person embassy there. So the exact same thing's going to happen inside of Afghanistan. We're going to have a major military footprint there. And this is just, this is more Washington, D.C. spin to try to stabilize the public opinion when it comes to a nation that is absolutely sick and tired of watching its men and women and its national treasure and nationals around this planet being murdered in this war on terror.
Mr. McGrath, you said in order to continue the instability, why does the United States want an unstable Afghanistan?
They want control. Hey, look at the Middle East. Look at North Africa. Look at this region of the world, and now look at even Eastern Europe. The more destabilized that we make the world, it seems like it benefits corporate special interests more and more. It's tied directly to profits of these special corporate interests that have a vested interest in us making sure that there isn't stability.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us out of Bozeman, founder of Wide Awake News, Mr. Charlie McGrath.